Hi guys, this is Bill from Spencer1984.com with an update about what's on the bench. This past week has been pretty busy for me outside of the bench, so I didn't really get a whole lot done this week. I did acquire a new item though. This is the last of the 124 scale motorcycles in the Kamen Rider series, and if you haven't seen them before, they basically come mostly assembled and pre-painted, and they just need some extra detailing done, like the brake and clutch lines, a little bit of detail painting in the back. And it's a pretty neat series. They're basic but fun. This is probably the weakest of the three that I've got, but it's the last one that I was missing, and it's nice to finally have this in my collection. I also replaced the wheels on the blonde Comet car. And you may remember these were what I originally had, and they looked a little too small to me. So what I did was I purchased another set of wheels. These ones are from Fujimi, and they look a lot better. They're a 17-inch wheel, and that puts it a lot closer to what should be on the car. They're originally chrome. I stripped them, painted them gloss black, so they match the frame and the other detailing on the car. And now I just need to get a set of tires for them. I'm not sure if the ones that I had originally planned to use would fit in here or not. I'm going to give it a shot, but I might need to go to something else. I had previously used these wheels on my 64 Batmobile, and the tires from the Monogram 124th 69 GTO fit them perfectly, so I might go with those instead. I also went to Rhinebeck this weekend, as I mentioned last weekend, and it was a really light turnout. Not really anything there worth getting. But I was able to find a couple other things, and had a couple of long-standing mail order items arrive this week. So have a couple of cool new things to check out. First of those is the Jack Reacher Chevelle from AMT. It's pretty much a straight reissue of their 70 Chevelle kit. The biggest difference is the decals are only the black skunk stripes, which is a little unfortunate, but they do have AMT's pad-printed tires, which is very cool. So that's nice. And yeah, it's anybody who's built this knows what to expect. It's not a great kit, it's not a bad kit, just something that needs a little TLC, and you can make something pretty decent out of it, so that'll be fun. And the next thing I found was this 25th scale JS11 from NTEX, and I was pretty psyched about it because for the longest time I've had a 128th scale JS11 from Blue Tank, representing my G1 Mirage in the Transformers model series that I've built. And I got it, took a look at it, and it turns out that this is just a straight reboxing of the Blue Tank kit. Literally the exact same kit, just with a different box on it. So that was a little disappointing. I was hoping for something new and a little bit better to work with, but this kit was not terrible. The suspension was a little crude, and the fact that it was a former motorized kit was not great, but it had potential. I didn't make the most of it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a better job this time around with this kit. As far as scale, because the other one said 28th and this one says 25th, I'm not really sure anymore. Looking at it compared to some of the AMT 125th kits, it could go either way. So I'll check it out. Like I said, hopefully do a better job on it this time than I did on the old one. I might do some part swapping, replace the suspension in this with something a little more delicate, replace the wheels and tires with something a little better looking, and we'll see how that goes. And finally, I picked up 3 kits from the Initial D series that I've been missing. The Subaru Impreza, the Toyota Altezza, and the Sprinter Trueno 2-door. I've been collecting the Initial D kits for a few years now, and I've been building up the collection as best I can. I'm missing, I think, only 2 or 3 cars at the moment now, and I'd eventually like to get the whole series and build it up throughout. I had originally purchased the Fujimi versions of the kits, and then when the Oshima kits came out, I picked those up and filled in the few gaps of totally missing cars with kits from Hasegawa or Tamiya, whoever's available. And this is going to be the main hero car from first stage. It's the Oshima version of the kit. And I had originally bought the Fujimi, but kept delaying, and it was one of the instances where the delay worked out well for me. This is actually a much better version of the kit. For one thing, it's got full engine detail in it, along with the correct wheels. It's got a nice full interior, along with some of the extras, like the rain gutters. Of course, it's got the appropriate decals. It's got the four-wheel disc brakes, along with separate front and rear bumpers. Actually has a manual transmission, unlike the Fujimi kit, and a decent looking body. I'm hoping to start work on this summer, and the way the progress has been going on the Dirty Mary Crazy Larry Charger and the Blonde Comet Racer, that should be doable. So I'm hoping to have those wrapped up in the next couple weeks, and maybe I can finally start working on the first of these. So that's it for now. Check back next week when I should have another update on the DMCL Charger, and hopefully have the wheels on the Blonde Comet Racer. Thanks for watching.